Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today playing Pokopia once again. So, between videos I have done a little bit of stuff, a little bit of work. So, first and foremost, we are building a second leaf den, which is scheduled to be ready in approximately 1 minute. I didn't actually time that very well. I didn't time it perfectly. I was just like, oh, we'll just see when it builds. I've also made a block house. So I went and got some cliff rock from behind here. So you'll see there's a little opening in the cliff. And that is what I use to test this out. So in order to do a block house, I'll deal with the leaf den in just a second. But in order to do the block house, you just need four perfect walls and a door, which is all we've got here. So we're going to make that into a house in a moment. But let's go and sort out our new leaf den right next to Squirtle's home that we did in the last video. I just need to get around these Pokemon. So, ooh. Could I just leave it not built? It's quite nice to have a ladder. The ladder's quite nice. No, we need to speak to Timber. There you are, Ditto. The leaf den's all done. You gotta check it out. It's super awesome. Prepare to be amazed. There we go. We've got a second leaf den. The leaf den is complete. Okay, so obviously we realised that we need some furniture in the houses in order to actually make them possible to be used as a house. So I'm going to quickly do that. And just get some furniture just to place in this little house. We'll get a straw bed as well. There we go. So we'll do this just so that we have a second house. Or it's technically a house, but obviously, we're going to make them more extravagant as we go through the game. But for now, the main thing we want is to just have this functional for ourselves. So there we go. We've got this as a house. So it's the house habitat, if you will. So now what we need to do is go and actually speak to Professor Tangrowth. So yeah, for this video I've done a little bit of research into the game just to figure out what I need to do. So I can never predict what you're going to do next, Console. It's really quite fascinating. So I want to talk about living here. Hang on now. What should I do? You know, I just recalled Charmander was hoping to talk to you. Why don't you go see what Charmander has to say? Okay, so back down here, we will speak to Charmander, who is just hiding just behind our little houses here. Hi, Ditto. Finished making your home? That's awesome. Congrats. Didn't humans usually celebrate when they got a new house? We should too. Let's party. Woo. How do we celebrate? So, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to celebrate stuff, but Professor Tangrowth might know. Let's go ask. Come on, let's head over together. Take Charmander with you, take them. Let's go. So, over this way, because we know where Professor Tangrowth is. He is just over here, so let's talk to him. There we go. Let's hear what the professor has to say about celebrating. Talk. Well, if it isn't Console Corey and Charmander. Quite the friendly duo. How can I help you? You know Ditto Fish making their own house. We want to do something to celebrate. Ho ho ho, a celebration you say? I think that's a fine idea. But how do we celebrate that? Celebrate, I mean. What? Why, that's simple. You just, now that I think about it, how does one celebrate exactly? No wait, the professor doesn't even know. No, of course I do. How to celebrate? What would a human do in this situation? Aha, I've got it. If you want to have a celebration, you need food. Food? But we eat food like every day. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You need lots of food, and lots of different kinds too. And when you eat it all together, that's a celebration. Got it. You really know everything, Professor. But do you think there's enough different kinds of food around here? Ho, I've got a wide variety of berries in my home. There are even some very rare berries in there that I've been saving for a special occasion. I dare say this qualifies. So please, go ahead and take them. It's quite the haul of berries to carry, but I'm sure you're up to the task, aren't you, Console Corey? Hold it, this is a celebration for Ditto. They should stay here. I'll go grab the stuff. Oh, I suppose you're right. In that case, you can use a cloth you'll find on the floor in my home. If you wrap the berries up in that cloth, you should be able to carry them all. Got it. Okay, I'm off now. Be back soon. Okay, so Charmander's going to go and get us some food. I'm back. I brought the berries. Get ready to celebrate. Now, no need to rush. Haste makes waste. Whoa. Squish. I tripped. Goodness gracious, are you alright, Charmander? Do you smell something sweet? Oh no, the berries, they all got squashed. I'm sorry, so much for our big celebration. It's okay. Charmander, could I see that cloth for a moment? This cloth? Sure, but it's a big mess now. We'll just do this over here, and a little of that. And there we go. Whoa, check it out. That shape looks like a ditto. You got a ditto flag. Okay. Say, Console Corey, why don't you use that flag to mark your house? We could call it a sort of celebratory housewarming present to you from Charmander. Good idea. Wait, so this means the celebration was a success? Yes, this is a splendid celebration. Go ahead and put the flag on the house you built. Okay, so we've accepted Professor Tangrowth's request. So we will go over to the second house this time. And it says we just need to place this on our house. Congratulations, this is officially now your house. From now on, each day of your life here will begin in this house. Place furniture of your choosing to arrange your home exactly how you want it. You can even live together with your favourite Pokemon. You can also select Return Home on the main menu to come back to this house anytime you like. This could really come in handy if you ever get lost on your adventures. You came up with a recipe for a Ditto flag. Okay. So we need a Ditto flag to mark a house as our own. But let's speak to Squirtle, because obviously we have said we love Squirtle. So if we enter our house, let's make this Squirtle's home as well. So we want to move in here. Wait, are you sure? Yeah, go ahead. Well, thank you, Ditto. Okay, so this is our house with Squirtle. Okay, so this is Console Corey's house with Squirtle as well. And then we've got the empty house here. So let's speak to Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur's going to come with us, and we will give Bulbasaur this little house to live here on his own. Want to move in here? Wait, really? Can I really live in this house? Yeah, you can. Thank you. I'm so happy. Okay. Though what I do want to do is I want to pick up my rug. Can I pick my rug up? I don't think I can get the rug back. Oh. The rug seems to be stuck. We'll have to figure out somewhat how we get rid of that. But yeah, so Bulbasaur's got a house, and I live there with Squirtle as well. So we've already done the daily quests for today, but what I want to do is do a little bit of organisation work. So firstly, I want to knock through here. So if we use Rock Smash, I want to knock through all of that. Oh, I don't want to do that though. Oh, no, I don't want to do that either. So I'm going to pick up all the barren ordinary soil from there. And pick up all of this from here. And the idea is, because obviously these all count as blocks. So what we're going to do is quickly... Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's do that. And I wanted to put that in there. Because eventually, I would like to put some stairs here. And make this 3 wide. And then, I actually want to do the same here. Because I want this path to flow nicely around the little bit of a town that we currently have. There we go. So we've got a nice path that kind of functions as best it can currently. Also, can I just grab the stairs? We'll grab the wooden steps, because we may as well place them down here, so that we have at least one set of perfect stairs. So there we go. We've got that organised, and I want to also do the same here. Now, I don't know if we can make the arch tiles to make this easier. So, trying to get all the arch tiles that we are using in this path is maybe going to be difficult. And we'll do it inhale. There we go. Because we only have 3 on the arched path. Like that. And let's just grab this, and we'll grab the corner piece as well. And the corner piece is going to end up going somewhere over here. Because if we look then. So let's clean up. Okay, so you can't pick furniture within hail. So if we pick some... Oops, not there. I want to pick that one up. Come on. Pick up. This one for some reason won't pick up. Okay. Oh, do they have to be picked up on a certain side? It looks like it. That's slightly frustrating that they have to be picked up precisely on one side. But let's hop up here. And we can make... We can kind of just fill in some of the spaces that are lacking the border. So I'm going to keep this without a border just because obviously that's the Poke Center. And then I'm guessing, yeah, we can't place any there because we've not got the arch tiles. But what we can do is go along here. And, oh, I've used them all. Okay. So there we go. We've done that. So what we need to see is, can we make more of this in the future? But I did see we did complete a challenge, which was the roads. Oh, and we've made our own house. We make roads, and we've used over 100 life coins. And we've gathered stones. We've dampened dry dirt. we have built something, and we've found new Pokemon, made habitats, placed furniture and decorations. So we need to get some more sturdy sticks, water a bunch more trees, build more structures, get more lumber, harvest vegetables, beautiful flowers in bloom, and rebuild the Pokemon Center, which we can't do quite yet. But what we can do, so we can get some recipes from here, and we can get some actual furniture items. So displays what's in your bag at all times without having to open it. Okay. Packing tips rookie. Increases the number of items you can put in your bag. Let's buy that, because that will help us massively. We don't need mysterious goggles. There's leaf huts, which we can do eventually. And, arched tiling recipe. That's what we want. And this is the wasteland house recipe. Okay. And you can also buy habitat hints if you wish. But let's buy this then. Because we've now got the recipe for that. And we've done that. Because the bunch of the things have reset now. So, what we can do then is if we go over here to our crafting station, we can now make, so for 2 stone you can make, it looks like 10 arch tiling. So let's make 20. There we go. Because then, outside of our little village, where we've already used the arch tiling, we can continue it all the way along. Just like that. So I'll just do that and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we are back. So what I've done is I've gone round, and now all in here the path flows quite nicely. I don't have the recipe for the wooden steps at the moment, so we're not going to be doing that just yet. But we do now have the ability to go between here quite easily, and I've cleaned up this path so we can get through. There's no blockages here. I will work on removing these blocks that are up here over time, but it is just a little bit awkward to do. There we go. Yeah, they're just a little bit awkward to do when they're actually that high. And I have run out of the arch tile path, which is why it's not quite finished here. But there we go. So we have done a nice house for ourselves and for our and for Squirtle and Bulbasaur as well. But let's quickly talk to Professor Tangrowth. Oh, Consul Croy, I see your house was completed. No accidents along the way either. Compared to when I first met you, there are so many more Pokemon here. The plants are healthier. The whole place feels like it's returning to the way it was before. And it made me remember something. Something amazing. It's about this broken down building here. Just wait till you hear what it was. It was a place where many humans and Pokemon used to gather and interact. In fact, I'm nearly certain this was a Pokemon Center. I bet it was. I definitely knew that. What's that? You'd already guessed that yourself? I suppose I should have expected as much. Well then, do you mind if I ask a little favour of you, Consul Corey? If you were called to make that house of yours, you used the building kit, yes? If you were able to get your hands on another building kit like that, but for a Pokemon Center, do you fancy you could build a new Pokemon Center right here? I bet I could. We definitely can. Not sure when, but we will do it. If we get Pokemon Center back up and running, this place will feel even more like it did in the old days. Why, it might even prompt the humans to return. This time you'll need even more materials and Pokemon to help you, but based on what I know of you already, I'm quite confident you can do this. We're all counting on you, Console Corey. So you can go for the PC shop once you raise the environment level enough. Be sure to pay a visit from time to time. So we've got an important request underway to rebuild the Pokemon Center. So, at the current environment level, you should be able to buy a Pokemon Center rebuilding kit. Okay, you'll be able to buy lots of different items from the shop. Yep. New items are available. Okay, so this is the Pokemon Center rebuilding kit. Have we got, by the way, because what I'm wanting is I want the item for I want to be able to craft wooden steps, but it's not currently available in the shop for it to show us what we need, so never mind. What we can do is, where's the Pokemon Center? So it costs 1,000. Thankfully I have 1,000 life coins. So time to rebuild the Pokemon Center. Preparations for rebuilding the Pokemon Center are sure to be a lot of work. There's no need to rush. You can continue granting Pokemon requests as you've been making them new homes, and just take it easy, do whatever you like. I'm sure some of the preparations will come together as you're doing all that, so you can come back to rebuilding the Pokemon Center whenever you're ready. So enjoy your time by chatting with other Pokemon, making all sorts of items, or do whatever you like at your own pace. You can also look for new Pokemon, help the Pokemon you already know with their requests, or build your dream town. This world is yours to enjoy as you see fit. Okay. You got this week's stamp card. So you can begin a stamp rally after receiving a stamp card from the PC at the Pokemon Center. You can add a stamp to the card once per day using the PC. Every Friday, you can exchange the stamps you've collected for life coins. If you've collected rare stamps on your card, you'll get more life coins than usual. You can stamp your card at your Pokemon Center PCs in other locations too, such as another player's world or a Cloud Island. Collect as many stamps as you can each week before Friday rolls around. Okay, add stamp. So, stamp cards in here then. Okay, so we've already obviously done the stamp for today, but we can go and do these, collect those. Anything else that we need to do? No, okay, that's fine. So what do we need for the Pokemon Center? You'll need help from Pokemon who has the Bulldoze specialty. Find one to get them to help you out. I suppose we'll have to start by clearing this rubble so we can bulldoze it. I suspect a Pokemon who's large and hard like a boulder might be able to help you bulldoze. As for where that Pokemon might prefer to live, perhaps a rocky place like a cave. Okay. And it's going to need 20 lumber, 20 stone, 10 leaves, and 10 vine ropes. And it's going to need 8 Pokemon. So that's obviously, we've got Timber, that's Scyther, Drifloon, Hoot Hoot, that one, Combi, and Bulbasaur is the one. That's, I can't remember what that one's called. But we will do that at some point. Oh, you can travel with up to 5 Pokemon at once. Invite them by talking to them or pressing up near them. Okay, now, just before we end this video, if you remember in the stream that I did on Thursday, we found We found this photo of some cute Pokemon. So, after the stream, I have gone and checked what the Pokemon are called as promised, and they are called Minchinos, which are chinchilla type Pokemon. So that is what they are, if you were wondering, from the last stream that I did. Now, I will be streaming in a few days. It will be Thursday. I will get the date for you just quickly. So it will be Thursday the 12th. Be Thursday the 12th of March. So we will make sure that we are ready for that stream. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.